And like I said in my previous video, I was talking about that learning curve, because after my mom got the surgery for where they did a colostomy, and they rerouted everything around, or basically avoiding the area that had the mass, the cancer mass. I had to go through some training to learn how to apply the colostomy bag, cut the bag to it's like a certain size, so the in the area where they have that part of the intestine is called the stoma. So I had to learn how to cut the bag to the size of that stoma, and they said the stoma was going to change shape and size as she healed. So it started out bigger, and it was a template. They actually have templates in the box with the colostomy bags, so you can size it by the template, and then a special scissors that are kind of blunted on the end, so you won't cut the bag as you're cutting the size out to stick the bag to her, if that makes sense. So basically, me concentrating on that and learning, it was just, I was overwhelmed. Not to mention, and my daughter asked me this a while ago, because she said, how do you get used to the smell when changing the bag? And the funny thing is, it's just like when you have a baby, because I thought that when she was born, I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to change her diapers without getting sick. Well, you get used to it, and then it's just like, it's like nothing. After a while, you just like, okay. And that's how it became. And then I had to get used to, because with my mom, she had like what we call blowouts, where sometimes the fecal matter didn't make it to the bottom of the bag, and it will blow out of the sides. So I then had to change the whole thing. Instead of being able to empty it from the bottom, I had to literally take that bag off and switch it out for a new bag. Now that was the tricky part with that, because I'm thinking, okay, as soon as I start doing the tape, undoing the tape around the edges, I knew that it was gonna, I don't want to gross anybody out, but I knew it was gonna spill out. So what I would do is use these pads that she sat on, or actually I would place those pads underneath her potty as well, because she had incontinence, or she has incontinence problems. And so I used that, and I kind of just went around the edge, and I would just hold that pad around. And I had like a technique where I would gather everything up while wiping at the same time with that pad, and then I had a garbage bag to the side, and I would just throw everything in the garbage bag, and then proceed from there, and then use toilet paper and everything like that to clean her up. And then I would go in with the soap and water, and preferably what I did was, I didn't want any soap that had a moisturizer in it, because you want that colostomy bag to adhere to that skin without any moisture or any type of lotions or anything like that. So what I would do is I used Dial soap, made sure the area was thoroughly clean, and then I went in and rinsed, and then I will go in with an adhesive remover. Now the adhesive remover, it gets rid of the previous adhesive, but has a tackiness to it, so it adds to the bag. It adds to helping that bag stick better. That was another thing that one of the nurses told me to do. And I used to use a ring, an adhesive ring that went around the stoma, But I noticed that my mom's stoma, sometimes it will go flat because it will protrude sometimes it will go flat. So what I would do is I said, I'm not going to use this ring. I'll go in with just the bag alone. And that seemed to work really well. And then my cousin, she came up with this adhesive tape to go along the sides of the stoma bag as well, that add extra protection so we won't have a lot of leaks. And that worked pretty well too. And another thing is I have to go in, and because she was on Senecot, and the Senecot just really made things really loose. So now we're trying prune juice instead to make everything kind of not be as pasty, because with her not drinking a lot of water, because she also has kidney disease, but she drinks a lot of coffee and very little water. And of course that dehydrates you, as well as the positioning of the surgery. It kind of how they rerouted everything, it doesn't pick up water. It doesn't pick up water from that part. So that's what makes everything kind of tacky and pasty as far as with her fecal matter. So that is one of the things, one of the challenges that we are faced with, as well as my mother is kind of stubborn, and she will not let you know until the last minute, like, that she has a blowout. So that is one of the issues, but we are working around it and working with her and everything like that. But it's to be expected, because she's used to being independent and she doesn't like bothering people. But that's what we're here for, to support and to do what we need to do to make her comfortable. And how it relates to my sobriety, as far as this situation, is really weird, because I was talking to my cousin today. I told her I got sober at the right time, because if I had pushed this out, I would not have been mentally prepared. And then the spiritual work and the manifestation work that I was doing previously, that helped me to basically integrate it into what I'm doing now. So, and the crazy thing is, I don't have a thought of using or anything like that. So that's the thing that I love about being sober, because I just think that for some reason I was put in this position, and that this mindset to be able to be strong and to support my mom. So that is the takeaway as far as me being able to sustain and maintain a sobriety. And another factor is, I know that if I were to use it, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And I have to stay focused on what I'm here to do. So that is what I wanted to come and tell you guys as far as this situation. And I will be uploading more videos, and basically just going into a little bit more detail and a little bit more giving you guys a little bit more information as far as where we are and what the other issues that we encountered. And the issues, I don't want to look at them as a negative, because it was just a learning curve, and it's an experience that helps me, and it helps me to learn, and helps me to be able to pivot and find better ways. So that's all, you guys. I will be checking back in later on, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.